I like to say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Salakia. And salutation to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. So it's important to remember these things. Let me so for an example, right? I'm gonna come back to the Psalms 143. Let me grab this in Exodus 13 and 3. Exodus 13 and 3, right? What does the scripture say? Let's start at from the top. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Sanctify unto me all the firstborn, whatsoever openeth the womb among the children of Israel, both of men and of beasts, it is mine. And Moses said unto the people, Remember this day. Remember this day. So if he's telling the people to remember this day, this is something that they have to be telling their children from generation to generation to generation to generation to remember this. Not forget it, but to remember it. It's madness, man. Let's go into this simple word, remember. Remember. Remember me. Isn't that what Mufasa said to Simba? Remember me. Crazy as hell. Sakar. It's Sakar. Right? Let's see if it pulls up. It's taking a sweet little time. Sakar.
Strong's H2142. Zacher.
Sacher.
Zacher.
It says to remember, recall, call to mind, to remember, recall, to be brought to remembrance, be remembered, be thought of, be brought to mind, to cause to remember, remind, to cause to be remembered, keep in remembrance, to mention, to record, to make a memorial, make remembrance. So this is something you want to keep to mind. You go into Exodus 20 and 8. It says, remember the Sabbath day and to keep it holy. So the Lord wants us to remember. The Lord wants, so you're going to listen to this Peterson dude? You going to listen to him, or you going to listen to the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, who you inly call God and Jesus? Who you going to listen to? Jesse Lee Peterson? You going to listen to the Lord. The Lord said, remember the days of old. You got to remember these things. You got to remember what your enemy have done unto you. You got to remember what your enemy is doing unto you now. You have to remember these things. Keep them in mind. Keep them in mind. Because I'm keeping in mind. I'm writing the records down. The Lord got a whole book full of records. Something for us to remember. And this dude is talking about, I don't remember. I grew up on a plantation and I forgot about that. I ain't worried about that. Bug the hell out, man. So again, what did Moses say? Exodus 13:3. And Moses said unto the people, remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage. It says, for by strength of the hand of Yahweh brought you out from this place, there shall no leavened bread be eaten. So this is something that the Lord told us to remember. To remember these things. Keep them in mind. Write them on a record and remember them. This bug out talking about I don't remember growing up on a damn plantation. Yeah, okay. So going back to that Psalms 143 and 5, right? So it says, I remember, Salakia, bear with me for a second. So it says, I remember the days of old. I meditate on all thy works. So David remembered the days of old. He remembers what? He remembers from the beginning. He remembered when the Lord set Adam separate from the Adamites, gave Adam his wife. Adam impregnated his wife, and she gave birth to Cain and Abel. He remembered that Cain killed Abel. Then Adam's wife gave birth to Seth. The Lord took Seth, and out of the lineage of Seth came Noah. Out of Noah came his sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth. These are the things that he remembered all the way into Exodus, when the Lord brought Israel out of Egypt, when the wall, right, when the wall came up, when all these things take place. The Lord David remembering these things. Why? Because they're written down in the record for us to remember. So if David remembered these things and he told the Lord that I remember all thy works, then why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we remember these things? Why wouldn't we remember the works of Yahweh Shem Shah? Why wouldn't we remember the works of these devils done unto our people? Why wouldn't we remember those things? That don't make any sense to me, man. So again, Psalms 143:5, I remember the days of old. I meditate on all thy work. I muse on the work of thy hands. I stretch forth my hands unto thee. My soul thirsteth after thee as a thirsty land. Salah. So if King David remembered these things, so will we. Laura said, remember the days of old, man. Said, remember the days that were long ago. That's what it said in the NIV, did it not? Did it not say that in the NIV? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this one more time and read a couple more comments.
You grew up on a plantation. You grew up in Alabama.
So she said, you grew up on a plantation. You grew up in Alabama.
And all the things that you saw.
And all the things that you saw when you was a child.
When you was a child. Did you forget about all of those?
She said, did you forget about all those things?
Yes.
He said, yes. He straight up said, yes. I forgot about all those things. Don't worry about them. I don't hold the past. I don't want to remember what happened in the past. This dude said, perfect answer. A man who learned to move past hate, he is truly blessed. And these cats that's talking, these cats are all so-called white people. Some of them don't even have pictures up of themselves like some do, but some of them don't. They just, throw a comment out there and say, yeah, so you don't stick to the past, you just move on. But you could say that as a fucking Edomite, because your people haven't been through, and your people ain't going through what our people are going through this very day. See, and this is what's wrong with Jake. Just because Jake can make a little bit of money, Jake think he ain't a slave no more. See, and that's Lil Wayne, man. Lil Wayne think the same thing. This nigga got shot at a child and said, all them niggas just jumped over me, and the one dude that helped me was a white man. Not understanding how destroyed mentally our people are, man. Here in this hell of a place. Our people are destroyed no matter what profession they get into. Our people are destroyed no matter if they're concrete construction workers, no matter if they work for Cox, no matter if they work for DirecTV, no matter if they're rappers, no matter if they're no matter if they're movie stars. Our people are destroyed no matter how much money our people have, you're fucking destroyed. Look at all these basketball players, football players making millions of dollars and ain't even helping out their community. Ain't even helping out their people from struggling and getting evicted. Ain't even helping out the so-called black male and female and children that's out here suffering in the streets because they got evicted from their damn houses. But here they're buying damn near $500,000 chain to put on their damn neck and having all these Ferraris and Lamborghinis all up and through the driveway, and they ain't even driving the motherfuckers. But come on, man. Come on. Let's stop. Let's stop. Then look at this demon. This another coon, more likely, man. Because what did he say? He said, Salakia. He said, as a black man, I have to say, if we have 20% of fathers like this man, we would change our community dynamic in 3 decades. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't change shit. You wouldn't change shit because we're in the curses. It don't matter what you black ass niggas try to do. We are in the curses. You ain't changing nothing unless the Most High willed it. No, you don't need a bunch of black, and let's put it like this. You don't need a bunch of so-called blacks thinking like this coon, man. You don't need a bunch of so-called black thinking like this coon. If you wanted to get our people right, of course we got to do it through the Most High Yahweh Shema Shah. But I'm gonna use an example. The only way you gonna get our people right is not by acting like Jesse Lee Peterson. You will have to wipe out a lot of the so-called blacks. You will have to wipe your own people out because a lot of these niggas ain't gonna change. And excuse my French, but a lot of them not gonna change. They not gonna change. You're not about to get a nigga like Whack 100 to change. You're not about to get a nigga like Soldier Boy to change. You're not about to get a lot of these niggas to change. You're not gonna do it. You think you would have got XX Tinkashi to change? You think you would have got that nigga who made a video swinging off of a damn pole, looking like a damn homosexual? You think you gonna get a nigga like that to change? You out of your monkey ass mind. You out of your mind if you think they gonna change. You will have to wipe half these niggas off the face of the earth to change your community. Other than that, you ain't gonna get nowhere. You think you gonna get Salakia. I'm going to have to end it from here. I'm going to say Barak Te Yahweh, Barak Te Yahweh Shah, Barak Te Yahweh, Barak Te Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakak Kwadash, double ones to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom.